lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
Okay.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start at the beginning, with the house.
I'm just going to start at the house. Okay.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, okay. Kind of scary.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Okay, see, there's one path right here. Finch is right there. I'm not gonna take that path, I'm taking this one. Staying with the wood.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Okay. Kinda creepy. Are you out here? Yeah.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Oh. Hold up a sec.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Okay. Tomorrow we came back into the house.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
So what now? Do we just...
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. So... I'm not gonna raid the house. Just gonna give it this way. Here's a porch. Okay. Or just... Bruh.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. great-grandpa
Oh,
Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
thank you. Bro. If I want to see no Bigfoot, please. You just turn it off. Turn it off. God, I shouldn't open that. Thank you. Okay, in there. Super glued. I don't want to know.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edy retaliated and drilled peepholes. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Poor Kevin.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
See, if I hit the circle one, look behind me, I'm gonna get jump scared. Okay.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay, so this all goes in a tree. Ooh. Okay. So it goes in a tree. That's pretty cool.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Okay, so it's kind of creepy. Are you gonna open it?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh, that makes so
now
much
it was time
sense.
to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
How would you find it out? Oh, your head. Get in there! Yes. Time to figure.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Alright.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Hold up. Let's hear them footsteps. Oh, our character has a tummy if you don't. Oh. Okay.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Okay, so... Oh. We're not doing one of them little books. We're not gonna do one of those
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
Oh.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ugh. Yeah, keep... Oh, no. Yeah, you better think about it. What this? For real.
I kept eating and eating.
No. No. Oh no. Oh my. Bro. What is wrong with these kids? Bruh, you
My
cannot eat a
Halloween
whole
candy was all gone.
Oh no. She thought about eating the fish.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Okay.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Going back to
I
her
reached
nest.
out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
You're a cat. Oh, you can leap. Okay. Parkour, hardcore. If you can leap. Yeet. Come here, stupid.
I tried to
Constantly.
be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Okay. Okay, seems like. Come here, you stupid bird. Hold up, let's see what's happening here. I'm gonna pounce on you. Where did the bird go? Oh, right there. This does not look safe at all for a cat. How does a cat... How does a cat... Oh, I see you, stupid bird. Pounce. Pounce. Pounce.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh. They doing it here. Yeah, because you're a cat. They don't want to look at a cat. Stupid bird. Where you go? Do you see that in the background? Nah, I didn't see anything. Ooh, I hope I didn't. Bro, I can't move at all. This sucks. Okay, so you need to look at the direction. I'm trying to find where that bird gone to. The bird! Right there. I'm getting you. I found a nest. Yes. I found your nest. It doesn't matter now because I found your... How did the bird move its... Yeet? Did you see that thing fall?
I jumped and I almost got her.
Nice. What you
I
doing
could
over
tell she was getting really tired.
Is that a frog?
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Okay. Oh, I can fly around? Oh. Little teeth nibbling in the grass. Is that a rabbit? Like,
Rabbits.
okay, can you stop? I see a rabbit. I'm gonna have to get that rabbit. Come here. Come here. I can't catch anything. Got him. Yup, you're mine.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up,
Oh.
and I didn't chew one bit.
Hi, Tomato Squid. What's up?
Sup, mate.
Doing a YouTube
Okay, I'm
right
cringy, I know. You're nice.
Oh, okay. Can we find more rabbits? Where are you?
A mama rabbit.
Mama rabbit. Where? It's mine. I can't run.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Ugh, how are you gonna be a shark in the wildlands?
What the heck is this game?
You
Why
see?
is there a shark rolling down the mountain?
Are you watching me? Are you?
Why is there a shark rolling down the mountain?
No, it's supposed to be here. It's free, bro. You'll get it once you be playing the game. My
I rolled
question.
off a cliff and into the ocean.
Don't get it at all.
Now,
All I see is a shark rolling down a mountain, that's it.
Now,
Oh, and now on the road. Okay, finally I'm doing it.
yes, I'm a shark. Where is my little? Ooh, the Titanic. Hold up. Is that a sea? Oh, come here. Come on. Can't run.
I wanted flat.
What the frick is this game?
Oh yes.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Where is it? Seals. When you eat. Oh, hi. How come I can't go underwater? Oh, yes I can. Eat you. I lost her. No, I didn't. Here, I'm gonna eat you. I said, come here. Oh my. Come on.
She's fast. Oh, never mind.
Oh, what? What are you? How are you fast? Yeah, pedal. Pedal to the metal because you can be
Grabbed
dead.
on tight.
Yep.
I'm the only person in the broadcast right now.
Oh.
When I
Oh.
opened my eyes, everything had changed.
A octopus?
Oh.
When I opened my eyes, everything changed. Oh, okay. That's cool. How far can? Oh,
Now
I'm
was
an
a
eel.
monster, and I smelled
What the heck?
Am I eel or octopus? Like, what is this?
Eat the bird.
Hi. Touch my.
Why the heck are eels so long? I didn't remember them being that long.
I mean, no, I think I'm an octopus. Bro, bird.
How does it look like you're a moving octopus tentacle with that?
Looks so weird. No, I'm going under here.
I can't even see this game. Why is it so dark?
Okay, I'll turn the brightness up. It's actually a kind of sad story, by the way. You should play it.
It costs money though, right?
No, it's for free.
Actually,
Yeah, PlayStation Plus.
I have PlayStation Plus. I'm gonna download it right now.
real quiet.
Alright. Yes, he got tentacles on you. Oh. Are you good at...
Where did you find the game? Let me see.
Just found the game in PlayStation 6.
Oh. What remains of Edith Finch?
Yeah.
Bro, there's actually Pirates of the Caribbean in the store.
Hey, it's a good
Secret
story.
Life of Pets.
You
I
cannot...
don't. Okay, let me get this free for
Bro, why is there an
PlayStation, please.
octopus in the freaking ship? Like, what do you gotta
If
do?
I see any freaking octopus in that game, I will actually pee myself.
Oh, there's a lot of jump scares. But don't spoil it. You are watching. Where's that flipping bird? I'm gonna eat you, you nasty bird. Where are you?
Oh, you get to play as a bird.
Yeah.
Can you play as actual people?
Yeah. You have to get to the store. If I could just find this dang bird. Oh.
I feel like I've seen someone play this game before. Oh, that's scary. Oh, what? I like that bat player. I want to have frogs. I love frogs. I want a frog.
Okay. It looks like I'm gonna have to go here. She moved her.
And be able to
Okay, this is kind of scary. Oh shoot! Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
What just
Oh
happened?
my.
I heard someone say, "Oh shoot."
Oh my gosh! I just. Oh.
Did you just kill something?
Yes.
What did you kill?
I wanted
The
to
captain.
stop, but also I didn't.
Dang it! I wish I should have saw it. Well, when I get to the game, I'll see it anyway.
Excuse me.
Where are you? What the heck? Oh, you're the still you.
Bro, I killed him. Oh, dang.
Eat the birdie. Aw, dang it.
Oh, do you hear someone singing?
Yes.
Are you drunk?
Bro, how's that even singing? All I hear is.
I'm sorry, dude. Oh, he ate. Oh. Why are you so brutal?
Oh, that's who it is. Kill him. Oh, jeez. Can you, like, chill?
I don't know. This character's a little bit extreme, don't you think? Hey, man, I don't want to kill you. I just want to slip on through. I just want to... Oh, hey!
I was still hungry.
What the heck was that?
Something I had to have.
Oh, another one. Kill him. It looks like you're just breaking their ankles. Like, actually, literally
Oh,
breaking
my
their
snake.
ankles.
Onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old
I'm still
A
an
water
octopus.
snake.
Or
To swam. So I swam towards it. Where are you? Oh, you're still there.
so I swam towards it. Oh, yeah. My little tentacles. Oh. A zooming
Silvery snake.
I came out of your toilet. Imagine
I
just
would
some-
not want to be swimming in that. Okay, this eel has some parkour skills.
Okay,
How did you just come out? You literally came out of the toilet.
I got closer. Oh, where's this getting to?
You're literally in the bathroom right now.
Ooh, it's under the bed. I'm gonna get
Closer, and then you killed him.
all my
All my
stuff.
stomach started growling,
Yeah, that's a you problem.
and suddenly I was me again. my breath for a
Bruh.
long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting.
Why does an eel have a little kid voice?
Not going to
It's
wait
my
much
question.
longer.
It's the character,
It's
the actor.
and we both know I've been delicious.
Delicious. Oh, delicious. Oh, delicious. I thought you...
She writes fast. Oh my god. She's like. Brr, ba, ba, ba.
Back to Edith.
I'm not
Check.
sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edy would have.
Okay, close that book cup. Okay, let's get out of here. I want to be in this.
Okay, well, how can she just touch the pencil on the book and then a whole character appears? Like, what is this game?
You know what? Don't ask me any physics of this game. I don't get it. Ask someone else. Oh, the window, obviously.
Molly. That's
Molly
your
the cat?
name?
This will be
Molly?
obvious later, but my mom never told me. any of these
I wish you
stories.
can jump out the. Oh, yes, you
Edy
can.
would have, but mom didn't tell me it passed. Though, when we adopted
So,
a
after
stray
you're
kitten,
done broadcasting, do
she
you want
was
to
the one
play
who named it
something?
Molly.
Yeah. Just
I
let
spent
me
a lot of
finish
time
the
in
story,
Great
bro.
Grandma Edie's room.
How long is the story gonna take?
Oh. Now, something I never understand. What are those? Like, I never got a
How long
chance.
is the story gonna take? Like another hour.
Probably. I'm trying to
When
fix
Edy told people Sven was killed by a dragon,
Let me see when my game's ready, because
she
if
could
it takes
also have said
another
he
hour,
was
I'll
building
be
a
fine.
dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She
Takes
could have,
it
but
literally
she didn't.
takes under an hour. Okay.
Okay.
No.
One summer, they evacuated the island.
Why does that look like
but
the KFC
Edy
guy?
refused to go
Oh,
for
no.
a few weeks. Pretty.
Okay. I'm not
Edy gave a
fixing...
big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Ugh, Mo, man. I don't even want to figure...
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh. Ooh.
Call.
Bro, actually.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edy, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edy is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay. Bro, if you just draw...
Family in ways.
Okay. Yes. Yes, Grandpa. Yes, Grandpa. Welcome.
I just heard your grandpa.
Oh, Dora.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edy seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ooh. But slow, slow. No, Grandpa.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on that house was the pink
Why is there a
bathroom.
carpet in the bathroom?
It was a pretty big trace.
Whole bathroom. Boop, 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 boop.
last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
So we got Calvin Finch by April 25th, 1545. We got all of this.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd
Now
refurbished.
there's 0 people. I don't know actually, but I think there's 0 people on broadcast because now I'm playing Brawlhalla.
Bro, don't be too loud
250.
because, bro, don't be too loud because, don't be too loud, okay, bro? Because I'm broadcasting and people are. Fort Calvin. Ooh, upstairs. There's literally nothing for us to explore up
I
here,
knew
bro.
Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
What do you mean, bro? Is there even anyone in the broadcast, mate?
Okay.
I'm trying to find the freaking thing where I freaking kill him and he dies.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh. Okay. So we're just gonna keep on swinging? Okay, let's swing.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barb's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that
No?
day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Okay, Calvin, let's... Come on, Calvin. Look at these, I can freaking keep for days. Okay, get off, Calvin. I said, get off. Keep on going. We can keep on going. Your mom gonna be mad. Keep on swinging. Buddy, keep on swinging. Swing, swing, swing. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sky. I just want to take a look. So how long are we gonna be swinging?
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Okay, close that book. Piano. Okay.
After the funeral, Edy roped off Calvin's half of the room. Great-grandma had always been the family's biggest fan. Louis died a week before we left, but Edy had already started to memorialize him. Edy knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Okay, so I forgot the way how we get out of here. Okay. So nothing to look over here. Oh, what's this? Head back into that thing. You missed something. I felt like we missed something. Okay, so the mom still looked to Please stop, bro.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Let's take a look.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Tough. Really tough. Hi,
Of all the
Christian.
stories people wrote
I'm
about Barb's
making
life,
a
I'm
YouTube video
surprised
right now
Edy saved
on this
this
new
one.
game. If you have PlayStation Plus, you can play it. It really tells you a story.
What is it? Is it Life is Strange?
Nope, the Edith Finch.
Edith Fish. Oh, that one. I never really liked that one.
Surprise ending of Barbara Finch. As a child, Barbara was famous.
Oh, look at some.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature
Oh my
scream
god, they
and
actually
broke
have the
up
Five
attention
Nights at
from
Freddy's.
amongst the movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Owen.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not
Owen.
hearing terror.
Yeah.
What if I tried...
Do you know that Us movie? Yeah, it's on the PS4 now.
That came from the basement.
You're right.
Wow.
Also,
I
your
love that
delivery.
movie. Have you
Why
Did
is
you
your
go to
basement
see
door
it?
locked?
Yep.
Because my dad likes making.
Oh, how did you like it?
Messages. There's a key
I
hidden
just-
in the music box.
I liked it.
The
Not that.
secret is to
I
keep
like it that
winding
much. I wasn't
and
impressed.
winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Bro, this is so creepy.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, we about to be hitting some people. Hit or miss video. Open that. You want
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer.
How much is Edith Finch?
And ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
and I still.
Oh dear.
Why are you in like a comic thing?
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara!
Wait!
What's going on up there? Okay,
That's a
coming
demo.
up. But if this is a trick, you're
Dang.
dead, Walter.
Add-ons.
Oh, we about to still smack people. Open this junk. Okay, someone's about to catch these hints once and for all. And I'm
For raw?
Smack. This room?
Are you there?
Yo,
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall with a
Should I get Apex?
Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh.
Barb returned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Oh, yup. Beat him up.
Punch him in the face.
Punch him in the balls.
There's gotta be another way out of here.
Yeah, there has
Yeah, why did you lock the door and slap him with the crutch?
Okay. Come on, open the door, you bum!
Exactly.
Oh, right there. Just close the door and hide him there.
She played her part beautifully.
Now kill him. Yup, keep
Now
on
punch
knocking
him in
on
the
the
face
door like
and-
that.
I'll freaking kill him. Break his neck.
Slap with this.
Gosh.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might
Hit him.
over yet.
Yeah, I'm coming down there.
Ooh!
Oh, how do I get downstairs? Oh yeah, you about to be socked upside your head. You see this thing? I'm about to.
You about to do nothing.
Oh, I'm doing something. Trust me. You could ask him.
Just walk downstairs and start slapping him in the face with that.
No,
Oh no.
Oh, I'm gonna send you a picture that I made.
But all she heard was...
Oh, whoever's right there is about to catch these hands. I'm sorry. A vanish. Yo, what's up?
To young Barbara.
Come on.
At the door, she heard whispering.
Share.
Open and smack them too.
Story.
Oh, behind you. Barbara, behind you. Yup, smack all of them. Bro, smack all of them, would you?
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans.
Oh.
Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walt,
Why did that guy have a...
hiding under his old tie. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara,
Is that the end of the story already?
all they ever found of her, her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Eli, you okay?
Edy told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered. As absurd as that comic was, maybe what Edy Saw was a happy ending.
That was ugly. That was the ugliest thing I ever seen. Now I know what I'm gonna do.
I guess
Excuse
now I
me,
know why Mom didn't like me
wench.
playing with the music box.
Where's the music box?
Oh,
Edy's father
Oh,
Odin
dino
built the original house.
wench.
Christian, you have to be quiet because I'm making a video. I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
You can whisper.
Yes.
Where's that box? Okay, there you are. Okay. Okay. Oof. This is creepy.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
What's a tetanus shot? Very good. Careful with that razor.
I saw Edy sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Why is it so dark? I don't like these men.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Yeah, or you forced him.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave, and I still can.
Okay, let's leave. If you want to leave, then leave. Bro, let me. dangerous flashlight.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Sure.
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. Three of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven and Edy, who designed the cemetery.
Good. You like to shut up? You like it? Okay.
Well, this is. Okay, I guess.
Bro, this is sad.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edy's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edy, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edy said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Eli, you good?
Edy's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Owen,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do a, what?
Okay, guys. Next episode,
She
we'll
lost
pick up
2
from
of her
here.
brothers, just like I did. I get
Yep.
why she tried so hard to protect us.
Okay, guys. See you next time, and bye.